Hey, everybody. We are live because Wise said he was here and it's time to go live. I want to welcome everybody to Rise and Outshine. I've got two great shows, the SJ Child Show with Sara Bradford, and Matt, Freddie, and Alan with the Black Lincoln Collective podcast. Let's hear that theme music.
We're asking the experts, we're all on a mission to rise in the rankings and outshine the competition. Welcome to Rise and Outshine.
All right, we had some dancing going on there. And before we get started tonight, I've got two great judges joining me tonight. I have Maurice Chism. I was just on his podcast, which is going to come out in December 8th. It's called That'll Never Work, which I thought was perfect for me to be a guest on. Maurice, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Jeff.
So glad to have you here. If you haven't had a chance to check out his podcast, it was one of the best interviews I've ever done. It was so much fun. The energy was infectious. I just had such a great time, and so glad to have you here tonight and see if we can continue that energy.
Sure. Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate that.
And Alesia Galati, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited, and I think this is going to be a lot of fun.
Lots of fun. The host of the Listeners to Leads podcast and the CEO is at Galati Media, I believe, as well.
Mm-hmm.
So glad to have you here. We're going to put all the links in the show notes, and we're going to come back and talk to our judges a little bit more later in the show. But on this show, we have two podcasts who are going to come on and do a little presentation of their show. They're going to do about 10 minutes to give us a sample. What are they working on? What do they sound like? What's the content like? And all of us here are going to judge each other, and everybody watching at home is going to be able to judge as well. And one of the ways we do that is with a program called Menti. So if you want to pull up on your cell phone right now, we're going to go with Sara first for the SJ Child Show. Sara, welcome to the show.
Hi, Jeff. Thanks
Hello.
for having me again.
I'm so glad to have you here. We've worked on many events together, and you do a phenomenal annual event. It started out as the 1 in 44 tour. It's now the 1 in 36 mix, but it's an incredible summit for autism. It's 2 days. I think you must have 25 to 30 speakers coming in every half an hour for 2 days. It's informative, enlightening, and it really gives a great perspective on everything that's happening. Tell us a little bit about your show, the SJ Child Show, and to give us set it up for us. What can we expect here tonight, and what are we about to see?
Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, the SJ Child Show is a show about parenting and neurodiversity education. Tonight's show, I interviewed a gentleman who is going to be the voice of a new PBS character coming out for PBS for Kids. It's an all autistic lead character. I like to showcase and kind of let people have some excitement and get kind of a place to start sometimes, or in the middle of their careers, or at the wherever they are. But it all turns out so amazing, and like you said, the events have been fantastic. They turned out to be like family reunions. It's really been fun. I'm excited.
SJ Child's family, as well as new listeners and viewers. We're excited to be a part of the Rise and Outshine show, and tonight I have a special and informative show for you all. Dr. Stephen Mark Shore is an American autistic professor of special education at Adelphi University. He's written several books on autism, college for students with disabilities, understanding autism for dummies, Ask and Tell, and Beyond the Wall. Today, we asked Stephen to join us and share his ideas of autism in society today, and also share his upcoming project with PBS Broadcasting. Welcome to the SJ Child Show, where a little bit of knowledge can turn fear into understanding. Enjoy the show. Good morning and evening for those of you who are listening at another time of day. It's so nice to be here today. Dr. Stephen Mark Shore, who, as you heard in the introduction, is an autistic professor. And without further ado, good day to you, sir.
Oh, good day to you, and great to see you again.
Yes, great to see you. Tell everybody in the audience a little bit about yourself.
Taking it from the beginning, things were pretty typical at first. And then at 18 months, like what happens to about 30% of us, I was struck with the regressive autism bomb, where I lost functional communication, had meltdowns, withdrew from the environment, and in brief became a very autistic little kid. So what am I doing today? I'll refer you to my autobiography, Beyond the Wall, if you want to see what happened between then and now, where I'm a professor of special education at Adelphi University. I also teach at other area schools such as NYU for the study abroad program in autism, and for recently in Hofstra University, which is a couple miles away. They asked me if I teach a course on neurodiversity, so sure, why not? So that's what I do here, focusing mostly on autism, both in teaching and in research. And when I'm not at the university, I travel around the world, up to 58 countries so far. So that keeps me busy.
Yeah.
And also, I've been involved in the most recent activity is with the Spiffy Entertainment, helping to produce the first animation series where an autistic character is the lead for PBS TV, PBS for Kids specifically. And my job as a consultant is to make sure that the autistic characters are authentically autistic.
I wanted to just tell the audience so that they're aware what the prevalence of autism is today in the US, 1 in 36. Yet you and I know that that doesn't include me, a late diagnosed autistic. It doesn't include the under and undiagnosed and so many others.
Yeah, it is pretty amazing that the recognized prevalence has gone from 1 in 10,000, where autism was thought to be a rare psychiatric condition.
Yeah.
Because we know that autism, the best minds in research believe that autism starts with a genetic predisposition, which then gets triggered by something else.
Yeah.
And we don't exactly know what that something else is in the environment. A lot of clues, but no specifics.
Yeah.
The
Interesting.
good news is,
and you know, like you're doing research, that's what we need to have done, and that's what will be we'll be able to kind of measure up against later on in coming years. You had talked about some interventions that your parents had created for you, and also that I've seen so much wonderful advances and progress in my own family and in hundreds of community families here and around the country and world. What type of interventions do you recommend for families?
I think you need to do what best fits, because part of my research, my dissertation, involved comparing different approaches.
Absolutely. And I love that you said that too, because it's really not a one size fits all type of experience in any way. It's so multi-leveled and so complex that every family should individualize it for their own child's needs and interests and desires and strengths and all of the things, challenges. We're going to kind of skip ahead from early kids to employment, but what percentage of autistic adults today find employment after completing education? I know that that's kind of a big topic right now in society.
Yeah, it is. And what we know is that there is a combined under and unemployment rate of about 88%, or at least according to the National Autistic Society of the United Kingdom. So what that means is only 12% of us autistic people are in this rarefied situation of we're employed to our capacities. And what that represents is a massive waste in human potential, to say the least. Fortunately, there are some companies that have recognized the value that autistic people can bring to the workplace and actively seek autistic individuals as their employees, because they know in some areas we can do things better and faster than anybody else. And these individuals are being hired not for charity reasons, not to give this poor autistic person who would never find a job a sort of made-up job, so they think they have a job, but the companies are doing what companies should be doing. What is the best economic sense for them, looking at the bottom line, and the autistic person whose abilities, because they're autistic, allows them to do whatever they need to do for that job better than anybody else, and they're beginning to realize that.
Yeah, it is so true too, because there's such those, once again, back to those high interests, and you find those strengths. And that's what we need to be as parents, as teachers, as mentors for these individuals. Find these programs, create these programs with these companies to start allowing more employment opportunities available in the community. And, kind of moving into our last question, and that kind of plays right into it. How can companies and employers be more cognizant and understanding accommodations for those employees that might be on the spectrum?
One, get to know autistic people. Two, find companies who are already hiring autistic people and they have programs and they publicize it and let other people know. Get to know these companies and ask them what they are doing. Also, seek out programs at universities. Ever increasing numbers of universities have programs specifically for autistic college students, those of us who are going to college. And often part of those programs include an employment component.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's so important. And there's a lot autistic people can do.
That's for sure. It has been so nice to catch up with you so quickly this morning. I know that it's been a fast little session, but
we'll do more.
We will absolutely do more. I'm so thankful for your time today. And before we do go, where can everyone go to find out more information about you, to find your books, all the good stuff?
Oh, well, you can go to the following website, www.drstephenshore.com. And also you can find my books, at least some of them, at Future Horizons. I think it's fhautism.com. thought-provoking.com, but look up Future Horizons Publishers and you'll find them right away.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for your time again. I am so excited for your part of the PBS Kids. Carl the Collector, I think is his name, right? And
Yeah,
that'll
that's
be
it. Yeah.
so exciting to see that coming. That'll be in 2024 for those of you who are wondering when that might be coming out. Again, thank you so much for your time today, and we'll definitely be in touch.
All right. Look forward to when we meet again.
Thank you, Stephen. Have a great day.
Thanks, you too.
All right. I'm going to bring Sara and my judges, Maurice and Alesia, back to the stage. Now, Sara came to me and she said she had about an 18-minute segment. I said, can you get it to 10? So there were some that she did chop
Sorry
this.
about that.
This was chopped up a lot. And she did it for the show. And so I'm looking at the scores. I don't think that played into any of this. So how do you feel, Sara? Because it's one thing to do a show live. Like, we've done events together for hours. We've been on stage together. But here's something that you edited and set into motion, and all of a sudden your hands are off and you can't do anything.
Yeah. I mean, I just hoped it the best. I guess that chopping 17 minutes down to 10 was a little tricky. So there were some parts that, I just had to do my best. But I think that for the most part, it turned out pretty well. Yeah. And now everybody that wants to see the long version can just head over to my YouTube channel.
You can find more at Sara, sjchilds.org. You can access all of her work. She's an author. She has children's books. She has the podcast. sjchilds.org is where you can find out some more. Let's go to our judges, Maurice and Alesia. Feedback. You stream of conscious. What did you think? What did you think of the content and the guest? Anything jump to mind?
Sara, are you ready to become a video editor?
I need some tips if you have those.
You already have them set up for your TikToks and everything else, huh?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I do have a TikTok channel, but I don't prefer short videos. I really like that I can do these long content ones.
Yeah.
Cool.
What is your typical episode length? It's about 60 minutes.
Some of them are, I would say 40 minutes is
Okay.
like the average. Some of them are a bit longer. Some of them are 23 minutes, but or shorter. But yeah, it's been really great and had some really interesting guests. I mean, I'm on 235 episodes aired, so it's going on quite a while now, and yeah, I'm learning more as it goes. I mean, I'm doing it. This is literally my production company right here. Sometimes my cat's in here with me, but
Very nice. Alesia, do you have anything you'd like to add?
First and foremost, congratulations on 230 plus episodes. That is incredible, and most people don't get to that. So kudos to you for getting that far. That is incredible. And even though we got the little bit of editing issues, obviously I have a production company, so that's what I look for. But that's the beauty of podcasting, right? Is that you can edit that stuff out, that you can kind of maneuver it as much as you need to. But I think what you're doing is incredible. And the fact that you're making space for something that is empowering and is impactful in the world, I think just makes such a huge difference in what you're bringing to your audience, that it is a lived experience as well, I think is really impactful. So I love what you're doing and I think it's great.
Thank you. And I will definitely be waiting for those, give me those tips on what I will. And like you said, I don't normally edit my videos to chop out most of the information they tell me.
So Sara, are you ready to see how we scored tonight? Remember, this is we're looking for a range, and all we want to do is find, where's the strengths, where's the weaknesses. 5s are down the middle, very good scores. And let's see what happened here. We had It looks like 16 votes came in here, or 15. It's a little bit small there. And, 5.4 down the board, audio quality. And you can see on each one, where all the votes came in too. So not only do you get the average score, but you also see where all the scores kind of skewed. So, you had about a 5, maybe a little bit under on audio quality, and some of that could have been the editing and chopping it up. The host was engaging, one of your highest scores, so that's a good for you, right? You're on the right course there. The quality of the content, people liked your guests, they liked what you were talking about, and the content matched the expectation. So, what you told us we were going to get, you delivered on that. So somebody reading your description, like, why should I listen to this show? Well, what you told us matched that. And the production quality. And again, for every show that I've done so far, I said, hey, this is a live format, or we're chopping down an hour long into a 10-minute. So, take production quality with a grain of salt in this format. But, overall, you're skewing a little bit above average. And, that's what we want to see. And that's what we want people to share with you. And I'm going to give you all these screenshots are going to come back to you. You can use them and dissect them and, look at where maybe you're weaker, look at maybe where you're stronger, and see where you can improve. And then the second part of this is we have the word cloud, and it looks like we had 22 responses came in here, and words like engaging, informative, enlightening, great info, unique, autism, magnificent, wonderful, awareness, cheery, amazing, interesting. So I'll share all these words with you, and that's just people at home watching, your guest judges tonight, just leaving you feedback, and that's the impressions that we're getting from your show, just a stream of conscious. And so after seeing all this now, Sarah, how do you feel going through the whole process?
Fantastic. And next time, if it happens, I will just call Alesia and say, edit this video for me.
I need help.
No, it was great. It was a great experience. I mean, I've had Dr. Shore on my show like a year or two ago, so it was really great to even just reach out to him and catch up with him. And it was a wonderful experience. And yeah, I love the word cloud. I'm gonna like maybe even blow up something and put it on my wall, because I think that's a really like special way to take ideas, or just when you're feeling anyway, look at that and say, hey, this is really what my show is all about.
Yeah, and that's what this show's about. Our goal, it's Rise and Outshine, helping podcasters see their strengths, see their weaknesses, and all of us working together to just make better products, better live experiences, better shows all around. And we're on pace to deliver on that, and you did a really great job tonight, Sarah.
Thank you.
But
Thank
now
you very much, everyone.
You get to turn the tables, because I'm going to bring in our next show. We have the Black Lincoln Collective Comedy Podcast with Matt, Freddie, Alan. Welcome to the show. I see some getting some head shaking in the background.
We're going to get intro music. I was so excited for the music to start. I was pre-dancing.
Oh, do you want me to play the music
I
for
would
you?
love it.
Oh, do you want me to play the music for
We're
you?
asking the experts, we're all on a mission to rise in the
need it.
rankings and outshine the
Get you in the mood.
competition. Welcome to Rise and Outshine.
I need that inspiration.
I love
boy. Y'all,
It's growing on
oh
me,
my goodness.
for real.
I love it. I love it. I want to.
Well, welcome to the
Give
show.
me the MP3
I want to
or
get.
something. I need the Amazon link.
We have the same type of scoring is available, BLC Pod, Menti.com. So type in Menti.com on your phone again. Type in that code. You'll be able to access and do the voting here. Actually, not until I get it live. So let me go back real quick.
Alan, we're not allowed to vote for
Don't do
ourselves.
it.
What?
What says who?
You're going to give us all zeros.
Well, I'm honest.
So, Matt, Freddie, and Alan, welcome to the show. Tell us a little bit about what we're about to see. What can we expect? And, where are we going to be at 10 minutes from now?
Oh, my
10 minutes from now, your lives will be changed
Oh,
forever.
my-
I'm not going
I
to say
say
if
for
it's
the
better
better.
or worse.
It's not gonna
No.
man.
We don't aspire to tell you which way. But no, so we're a comedy podcast. Probably, I guess we're like a
Loosely based,
improv variety. What?
loosely based comedy podcast.
Loosely based in reality comedy podcast. So we broadcast out of South Carolina, and we have a heck of a lot of fun.
Very good. Well, will you want us to get out of your way and let you take the main stage?
Whenever you're ready.
All right, here we go. Black Lincoln Collective Comedy Podcast. Take it away.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Alive. Hey.
Don't rap to it, Fred.
Don't
Don't rap
do it.
to
I'm
please.
gonna do it.
Yeah, come on, Freddie.
Hey, you gonna judge me? I judge you. No, I don't know. I don't know. I can't rap.
This is why we don't let you rap.
You're gonna judge me. Judge you. Way to
That's
start
the theme
off.
of the show that we do. No.
Well, welcome to the Rise and Outshine edition of the Black Lincoln Collective Podcast. Thank you for checking us out. You can follow us at blcpodcast.com or on all the apps and all the socials, except for what was that one that failed? I guess it didn't fail. Threads. We're not on Threads. Sorry, Thread people.
No.
Sorry. We're so grateful to be on the Rise and Outshine show, and we hope you enjoy what we like to call our show. So, like I said, I'm your host, Parker. I'm joined by my buddy Fred, who says welcome to the show, but mentally somehow behind him.
There you go. Trying to keep it classy over here in San Diego.
You're always in San Diego. Sure. Why not?
And also, we got our engineer, Alan OTB. That stands for On the Board.
Yeah, that's me.
I was just about to say, you usually clap.
You always
There you
cheer
go.
The audience loves it. So welcome to the show. Like I said, we are so thankful to be on with you guys. It is Thanksgiving, in case anyone didn't know that.
Right.
So in honor of Thanksgiving, Fred,
What are you doing?
I wanted to talk to you about what you're. And by the way, just before I say this,
Okay.
we are not. Well, generally speaking, 86% of the time, we are not a food-related show.
We're not talking about food.
We're not talking about. Anytime I have a chance to bring it there,
we're talking about food.
Bring it. Yeah, it's Thanksgiving, dude.
Okay, so what you eat?
I gotta cook. I had to brine a turkey. My hands are still wet with turkey brine from right before. I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta go brine this turkey. It has to be 12 hours.
Yeah.
Or 24 hours at least.
The turkey wouldn't stay under the water, so you had to like hold it.
I had to suck the water right off the turkey before I sealed it up, so I could make sure there was no air in there.
Right.
It was, I was listening to this thing, and they were talking about how turkey is not people's favorite Thanksgiving dish.
Okay. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, it was very low on the list, which was surprising to me.
I like juicy turkey. If it's juicy, I'll.
Okay. So, if you make the turkey, Fred, obviously, is it? I don't know if it's any good or
juicy.
not.
If I make it, I put all the juices in that turkey.
It's all juice.
Okay, if you say
It's nothing
so.
but juice.
Juice and skin. It's all held together. Thank you.
That's all.
But so Alan, how about you? Are you a turkey guy or are you a ham guy? That's my big question.
No, I do. Well, I do the Puerto Rican thing. Pernil.
So ham.
Ham?
So the ham. Yeah.
Well, it's.
How do y'all do y'all turkey? What do y'all do your turkey? What do you do to your ham? How you like?
Well, we season it. We get all the seasonings and we cut it up and take the skin off of it and put the seasoning on top of it and wrap it up.
Just the way you cook a ham, Fred.
Like,
exactly like.
And then
like,
we get a roast
like
and we wrap it up in bacon. We wrap up a roast in bacon.
Ooh, damn.
That's our Thanksgiving.
See, and Alan said he wouldn't bring anything to my Thanksgiving this year. I asked him to bring all that.
Nope.
Nope, can't do it. Doesn't leave that.
I mean, I don't do that. I mean, my family, I don't. I just go to Golden Corral.
And, you don't do that. So you're not going over to your families for Thanksgiving?
No, I'm gonna sleep, man. I've been working all year. I'm sleeping.
I'm gonna bring you a
Enjoy my
plate.
day
I'm
off.
gonna bring you a plate, Alan. I'm gonna bring you a plate.
I'm not
Enjoy my day off.
When I come back from Columbia, I'll bring you a plate.
So it's interesting, Fred. Your wife is from Pennsylvania, and Pennsylvania is the state that loves turkey the most.
Really?
Apparently.
Really?
Did you know that? Because I did not.
Well,
I didn't care about it.
That explains on the bottom of her neck.
Not saying
There's
that.
a lot of got that.
Fred,
what up?
What do you think? What's your favorite? Okay, well, let me ask you this question. So they did a survey, right? And they asked people in each state what their favorite Thanksgiving food was. So I'm going to give you a few foods, and Alan too, and I want you to try and guess the state that it comes from. Okay, the favorite. It's a favorite state. You got it?
Yep.
You get it?
I know how the game's played.
Okay.
You get it? Okay.
Okay.
How about corn casserole?
Corn casserole.
Already
Florida.
It's a favorite in 3 states. So you have a 3 in each.
I'd say Florida.
Survey says Iowa.
Iowa is correct.
Oh man, damn! Iowa, how'd you get that? Did you look it up?
Steve Harvey told me so.
He's not going to get anything. Turkey gravy.
Turkey gravy. Turkey gravy.
That's New Hampshire.
2. It's 2 states.
2 states turkey gravy.
Neither one of which you will get.
Turkey gravy. Michigan.
Montana.
Michigan.
No, absolutely not.
And Louisiana. They love their turkey
Wrong
gravy.
again.
They love their turkey gravy.
I
got an aunt from Louisiana.
Washington and Hawaii's favorite is turkey gravy.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
they had turkeys in
Hawaii?
Hawaii.
They fly them in.
Here we go.
They do the Les Nesbitt. They drop them out of the helicopter. I didn't know they couldn't fly.
Oh yeah. Fred, here's one for you, and this is a favorite. This is a hard one. 1, 2, 3, 6 states. This is a favorite Thanksgiving side in 6 states.
Right.
I challenge you or Alan to get one of them.
I'm gonna get 2.
The mystery side is salad.
Salad. That's got to be South Carolina.
It's got to be like
This is the hardest question.
Montana. This is the Dakotas.
No, not on the list.
Dakotas.
I would say Texas. Because they
Yeah,
like to eat healthy
big
in
salads.
Texas.
Like
Salad, dude.
salad.
In Texas, the world where everything is twice as big as everything else.
We like a
Eat
really
healthy.
big salad over here, but
Yeah.
I like a salad that's just 4 steaks with some lettuce on top. All right, you guys are not close. so
Virginia.
far. You're kind of close with Texas, Alan.
Really? Oklahoma?
Oh,
Geographically.
okay.
Oklahoma. New Mexico.
All
New
right,
Mexico.
what, Louisiana?
No, Louisiana, the opposite direction. Not New Mexico.
Oh,
not New
okay.
Mexico,
West?
but close, Fred.
Jesus Christ. Nevada?
All right, you give up? I'll just tell you.
Yeah, just tell me. Shit.
Arizona.
Arizona, yep. Fine. Alan came in at the buzzer. Washington, D.C.,
State?
Illinois, and Minnesota.
Oh, so like, okay. I thought you meant like.
And Vermont
Minnesota.
and New York. Wait, I did a terrible job.
Arizona.
Arizona, Washington, D.C., Illinois, Minnesota, New York, and Vermont.
Yeah, I did hear Joe Biden talk about getting the South.
He talked about. All right. How about mashed potatoes? This one should be easier.
Idaho.
Mashed potatoes?
Idaho.
Yeah, Idaho.
Idaho, interestingly enough, not on the
Really?
list.
Oh,
No.
Illinois.
okay.
Nope. It's funny because it's near Idaho. They're all near Idaho.
What, Nebraska?
Nope. Other way. Think north.
Other way. Illinois, maybe.
Montana,
Montana,
which is attached to Idaho. Oregon, which is attached to Idaho.
There
I
you
think,
go.
maybe.
Well, it's nice when you're looking at a map.
And
look at
I'm
it.
not looking at a map. I'm
There
looking
you
at
are.
words.
You're looking at a map.
I know what a map looks like. I can
No, you
name
don't.
all 50 states.
It's attached to Idaho. Like he knew that. Now he's looking at
He's
it.
like, oh, it's not.
I can pull up. No,
He
I
like
hope it is.
direct.
I hope,
Like
I hope the
Alesia
people
Galati.
who
Oh,
are
I
voting
knew
for
the
us aren't
answer.
like, this is not factual. 0. Like, Idaho
They
is
got-
not attached.
They
to
got both
California.
ends of the spectrum tonight, man. They got like.
I know.
No, not.
All right, how about deviled eggs, Fred? Where's
My house? I love deviled eggs. I'll
Deviled
eat
eggs
them
are one of my
all.
favorites as well.
I'll eat them
Yeah,
all.
deviled eggs. Yeah, I like deviled eggs.
South
Okay,
Carolina.
so this one's in 4 states.
Florida.
Again, you're not going to get it.
Georgia.
No.
Yeah, percentage is so low. Like,
Yeah. No, it's not. That's like 12 and a half. I don't know percentages. That's like 50%.
What, New York?
New York, no.
No.
New York was salad, Alan.
Oh, that's right.
Jersey, New
Texas.
Jersey. New
One's a
Jersey.
south, one's a west.
New
and the other
Jersey, because
two-
they have the deviled eggs, the New Jersey Devils.
No,
They
no, not at all. It's Oklahoma, South Dakota, West Virginia, and Wyoming.
My boys out there in Oklahoma.
And as I said, Pennsylvania is the home of the turkey.
Really?
That's turkey is their favorite side dish.
Oh, yeah,
How is
okay.
turkey their
All
favorite
right.
side dish?
Because they eat elk. It's like, elk is the main dish of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I've been there.
I don't doubt that one.
I've been there.
Well, guys, I really sincerely hope that you enjoyed listening to us
That
randomly talk about. That's it. That's all we got. That's all. We're out of time.
That's all we got.
So thank you for listening to checking us out. I hope you enjoyed our Thanksgiving talk, and I hope everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving. Get to eat all you want, and also bring me some pie. What's your favorite pie, Fred?
Apple.
Pumpkin.
Mode.
Sweet potato.
Ooh, sweet
All right.
potato, yeah.
Thanks, guys. I'm making a
What you mean, pumpkin?
Waldorf. No, sweet
I
potato.
ain't pumpkin.
It's America.
I like
Sweet
pumpkin.
potato.
I like it with ice cream.
Damn.
Ice
All right.
cream.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
This is where we fight at the end of every show. Where we
You had to make the fart sound as I came on. Let me bring my judges back up, Maurice and Alesia.
Don't have to.
Yeah, and this is what I love about podcasting, because it's a clean slate, a blank slate for everybody, and everybody approaches it with a different idea, a different concept. And you mentioned we have
or none at all.
We have everybody covered tonight with the content, and we'll bring in Sara as well. It's just amazing what anybody can produce, and I mean that with the greatest compliment.
Not like my 5-year-old.
Like you all
That's
believe
great
amazing. Put this shit on those.
You're an amazing artist, 3-year-old boy.
I meant it as like it's a good.
We got you.
But I mean, I have also heard your podcast. No, I was laughing backstage. I was cracking up. Let's go. Let's go through Sara, Maurice, and Alesia. Tell us about anything. Were you laughing?
Be gentle.
Yeah.
Please, I'm sensitive about my work.
Well, I'm not a judge, so I'll tell you that I thought it was funny, and I have also think that those surveys on the states things are always really interesting and off the wall mostly.
Right.
A lot of Pennsylvania. You guys were really fascinated with Pennsylvania, my hometown state.
Really?
I think Maurice you're in
So
Philadelphia.
I have a problem with that whole turkey thing because I hate
I was going to decide. What do you guys eat?
He's like, you're wrong.
Yeah, I am zero
don't know
turkey.
I don't know who they surveyed on that list.
I know it's a Thanksgiving list, but it was still Philly cheesesteak was the answer.
I'm from Philly too.
I'm saying, dude, I agree 100%. That's better than turkey any day.
So, but no, it was cool. I think it was guys hanging out on the corner, chilling, barbershop type talk. So I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Live from the she shed. Alesia, anything?
Yeah, I loved you guys. I loved the banter. There's definitely a rapport between you guys, which is really important with co-hosts. I've seen and listened to so many podcasts where it's like a little awkward between them because maybe they're like coming at it from different angles, but you guys have such a great like friendship that we can tell you guys like enjoy, ribbing each other and stuff.
Right.
Alan, I agree with Peniel is like the thing for Puerto Rican Thanksgiving. So I am with you on that. That's like
You got a point
no
for that
turkey,
one, Alan.
no
Good job,
ham,
buddy.
no.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you. And I loved that you guys brought in like survey says type stuff because it engages the audience. They want to hear that type of stuff. It also brings in people from different, states where they're like, oh, wow, I didn't know that about my state. So I really liked the approach that you guys take to your show. It was fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And how did you feel about it? I mean, your show typically isn't a 10-minute format, and squeezing it into 10 minutes live where people are watching and judging and
Usually
filling
we
out
mess up
forms and word clouds.
Usually we mess up the audio, so we have to take a break in the first 10 minutes anyway or something. You know what I mean? We're kind of used to it. I mean, Yeah, that's just
No, that's one of the good things. I say one of the good things about the way that we kind of do our show, and like you said, the rapport is if we need to do 10 minutes, we can do 10 minutes. If we need to do 2 hours, we can do 2 hours. Thanks to Fred's amazing talents and Alan also showing up. That's really all that it takes. But no, it's kind of nice to be adaptable and to be able to. And I don't think you guys cursed once the whole time, and that in and of itself should win 7 awards.
Shit slide or something like that.
Oh well, you did now. So thanks, Fred.
I was like, shit. That's what I call a shit slide.
You get a point for each one of Carlin's 7 dirty words.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, we should be all 10s.
Right.
Well, let's see how those scores came in. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm scared of this word.
Bum, 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 bum. You have a sound effect for
Alan's got a drum roll, right?
Or just to do the fart sound.
I got a drum roll, all right. There it is.
Here comes the score. Well, here we go. A lot of this matches what our judges said tonight. Maurice and Alesia, the engaging hosts. You guys bouncing off each other ideas and riffing. The quality of the content. Those both skewed high, and the content matching expectation. Those were your 3 strongest. Now, again, this is a live format, so the audio quality, production quality is going to vary. So I always say, that's important to take into consideration. Sure. But it is what it is. It's a live show. You're not used to doing a 10, but overall 5.6 across the board.
They like us.
And
they really like us.
Well, let's see what the word cloud says before you get carried away.
This is
where I'm scared of, man.
Yeah. Here it comes.
Ham.
I didn't even know you could do emojis in the word cloud.
I like chaos.
Now, what's funny is the more times the word is used, the bigger it is in the word cloud. So multiple people typed ham.
Yeah. Oh, that is great. I love it.
It's a good summary of every one of our episodes, Fred.
I'm gonna take that down and put that up.
And don't forget farts and fart sounds also made the cut.
Yeah, they made it. Yeah.
Silly, funny, friendship, chaos. Turkey sucks was on there. The barbershop talk, and salad. The whole salad bowl made it as well too.
Yeah.
So, the 23 responses, and I'm going to give these word clouds back to the shows tonight. So just fun to look at, and what did people take away from your show? And I just had so much fun tonight. Let's make sure we connect with our shows. sjchilds.org. That's Sara Bradford's show. And blc.world for the Black Lincoln Collective Comedy Podcast. Thank you. blc.world. And let's one last time make sure we connect with our judges. I'm so grateful they were able to join us tonight. And Alesia, let's start with you. How can people connect with you and meet with you and learn more about your production company?
Yeah, if you are a business owner who's looking to grow your podcast to generate leads, then listen to the Listeners to Leads podcast. But everything else can be found at listenerstoleads.com or galatimedia.com.
Awesome. And I'll have all my guests, all my judges' show notes or links in the show notes. And Maurice,
you can find me on mauricechism.com. My podcast is That Will Never Work podcast, NEVR. So it's spelled a little differently. So I'm can't spell really. So but you can also follow me on Neighbors podcast that's very similar to Black Lincoln also. So me and my neighbor, we busted up. So that's how I can relate to y'all podcast.
Nice.
Very nice. And everybody's favorite part of the show, the theme
We're
music.
asking the experts, we're all on a mission to rise in the rankings and outshine the competition. Welcome to Rise and Outshine.
Cha-cha-cha.